and we can start it. Everybody welcome. We have two great personalities with us, Brigadier Dr. Vijay Sagar Dhiman and Sabha ma'am.
Hello, sir.
And today will be a day devoted to communication skills. So sir, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Varun. Today, of course, guys, we have ma'am with us, who's an expert for last 20 years. And she'll be talking to us about this effective communication and spoken English. Basically, you see, like whenever I've been talking to you, this whole process, the entire process has been complicated by you to a level where you cannot manage it yourself. So it's very important to keep it simple. So I'll give you an example how. Well, when you were born, you first learned your mother tongue. Did you have any classes for that? Did somebody coach you for that? Did you go to any school to learn that? No. When you were 6 months old, 7 months old, probably the first word you spoke was mama. Maybe the first word you spoke was papa. So, and of course, that was the joyful moment for your parents. But that's how you started learning the language, started speaking. Right? When you heard the sentence first, you listened to it, and then you registered it in your mind, and then you started thinking, what does it mean? Then you observed, and let's say if I say pani, so water comes. If I say doodh, so doodh comes. So you try to memorize that into your mind and associate it with that particular sound, with that particular object. And that is how you were thinking. When you say water, you know water, pani hai, doodh hai. So likewise, you went on. And when you started practicing speaking, you were not proficient from the day one. कहते थे बच्चा तुतलाता है, तोतला बोलता है, ऐसा बोलते हैं. So that was because you were still practicing, refining your skills. Same thing you have to do with English also. You have to listen, and then associate that particular sound with the particular object which you observe, and then try to sort of record it in your mind, and then thereafter you implement while speaking. So practice it. So today we have an expert, Sabha, with us. She's been teaching non-native English-speaking people who need to learn English all over the world. And she's got 20 years of experience for all this. And she has certain certifications from Cambridge University, certifications from London, and certain other international certifications. And thereafter, she also has a vast experience of talking to people who are just still learning language. And that is why I've requested her to come on Zoom meeting to enlighten you guys. So today she'll be teaching you about the salient aspects of enhancing your communication skills, how to do spoken English and other things. And then she'll also touch upon your basic problem of appearing before the interviewing boards, where your communication skills are tested. So she'll give you some tips. She'll give you certain ideas how to practice those to hone your skills further so that you become a good communicator, good speaker. So I will not waste much of a time. I'll ask her to take over straight away from me, and I hope you note down all her points, and thereafter I will make you practice the daily Zoom sessions that we have. I'll make you practice in those, and we'll try to learn whatever Sabha ma'am has told us. So keep all your mics, all of you switch off your mics, mute your mics, and those of you who have network problems, you can switch off your videos also and listen to her audio. And in the end, we will have a question answer. Then you can switch on the video and audio and ask her questions. So over to Sabha ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay. First, let me just thank you for associating me with your great work that you are doing. And it's really, I'm privileged to be a part of your organization.
Ma'am, privilege is ours. Pleasure is always ours.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vijay. Okay, now let us go to the participants. Hi, how are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
I can hear only one person, right? Okay, in case if you have some questions while my session is on, you can just raise your hand and I'll come back to you once it's done. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. I would request you all to just be patient for a few seconds so that I can open the presentation for you. Okay, can you all see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll have to just in case if you're not able to see my screen because of some glitches, you need to just inform me please, so that I can restart it. Okay. Now,
we've
okay. As we did very rightly, Mr. Vijay said that you need to practice, and he said something about listening. The more you listen, the more you practice. Now, can somebody tell me what's the difference between listening and hearing? So if like Mr. Vijay said that you need to listen to a language in order to produce it, right? So why can't I say I can hear the language and I can produce it?
May I?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, listening is a kind where we hear to some word and analyze that word and try to speak up that word. And while hearing, we only just hear the word and let it go. We don't
Very
try
good.
to speak it up.
Excellent, Arun. Very good. Anybody else?
Can you repeat the question?
I said,
Hello,
what is the
hello.
difference between listening and hearing? Why do I need to say for a language you should listen to a language and hearing is not so effective?
Ma'am, while we hear something,
Mm-hmm.
we only
Hello.
we don't pay attention towards that.
Excellent.
Direct.
Very good. Okay. So as you rightly said that when you hear,
Hello.
can I request you others to please mute so that the background noise is not much? Thank you. So when you hear anything, it's a physical process where you just, it hits your ears and you hear it. Okay. But when you listening is not only a physical process, but it is also a mental process. So when you are listening, your ears and your brain works together. You hear something, it goes through your ears, and then it starts processing in your mind. And that is why we call process a language. So when you hear and then you listen, that's the difference. Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now do you understand why to learn a language, listening is more important than hearing?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Because
And that is why we always say, hear the language, hear the song, hear the conversation. We wouldn't say that. We'll say, listen to the language. We would say, listen to the song and listen to the conversation. Okay? Right. So let's start with our communication skills. Now, communication skills plays a very vital role in personality grooming. You all will agree to it. Communication skills does not only mean speaking. It also involves reading, writing, and listening. And listening is the majority of the component that takes the part. Okay.
Please like and subscribe.